The thing that's most shaped the way we do church is the desire to be a real community. We meet on a Sunday afternoon, we spill out into tea, there is lots of time we have together, and then we meet deliberately on a Sunday afternoon and don't have a programme during the week, so there's lots of time for people to live it out with one another during the week. So we say enjoy your weekend, but bring a friend from lunch along to church, and during the week spend time with one another, spend time with your neighbours, go and put this into practice. The ways we often do church, you don't get a taste of what it is to be the community. So either on a Sunday, you walk in, there's something happening at the front, and then you go out again, and you never really connect with people, you never see the difference the gospel makes in our lives.
Starting again really forces you to think what's important about church and what's not important about church. So that really makes you focus on what's essential and strips away things which are perhaps a bit of cultural baggage, which get in the way over time. And that having to sit down and think again what's really important about church just makes it so much more exciting, because everything you do is real, and you do everything because it matters, not because everyone just does it.
For me, I think one of the best things about going to this church is the people. It's a real community, and I feel like I know everybody who comes here, and we're all friends. And I've got friends who are sort of so high, and I've got friends who are much older than me, and it's a real mixture of people.
I had been 41 years at the previous church, and I moved here and I've had no difficulty at all moving after all that time. In fact, it's a great joy. I absolutely love it. I'm one of the oldest people here, I believe, one of the senior ones, and I'm treated like a granny figure, which is rather lovely.
I think I've learnt more than I've ever learnt before, partly because there are questions at the end of the sermon, which means that keeps me on my toes, partly because we go straight into small groups, which means my small group is saying, well, Mike, what are you going to do? How are you going to live this out? And partly because of that immediate feedback, I have more of a sense of where people are coming from.
We have to every week think of how we're going to apply what we've learnt from the Bible and apply it in our daily living, which is very good for all of us.
We've seen Christians take responsibility for church, not just say, well, I'm here to watch whatever they're doing at the front, but to say this is something we're all doing together. So I've seen people grow and take on leadership, whom I never thought would, a year and a half ago. And we've seen people bring their friends, and we've seen people, a little group of people come to faith, and there are people every week who are totally new to Christian things, who are on the edges of things. And it's a thrill to hear from them that they like coming because they know they're allowed to ask their questions. Church is basically simple. You preach the gospel, you love one another, and you pray. It's very costly, it's very difficult, but it's simple. And my hunch is we've made church so complicated, we have looked for the format and the programme to bring life. And it seems to me it's the gospel and loving people and praying that brings life. And in a way, we've honed church down. And it's been a privilege to be part of that.